try to drive and hold it at the same time. Ain't gonna be too good. I think it's recording. It's blinking green. Alright, let's see, turn this on. Well, get worried about throwing it down real quick, and I'm worried about crashing.
Throwing it down quickly too.
I don't know why you would want to throw it down real quick. Doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's see. Alright, going down, what street is this? This is Runyon Street, 3rd and Runyon. Videotaping Artesia, New Mexico. And what's the date today, John?
I don't know.
Let's see, this is still in the, what the heck? Is everybody coming down our street today? Is that guy taking a left or what?
Yeah.
This is the most crowded it's been on our street. During the apocalypse, note, we got a crowd of people driving down our street. And we normally don't have. So much for the apocalypse. Maybe everybody's trying to get out and take a ride because they're going crazy sitting around the house. We're heading to JC Park. Over there is the city. They own that. It used to be an armory, the state armory, but not any longer. Going down the street again. We are heading. By the way, this is FIMI. It's called a FIMI. Anybody coming, John? This is called a FIMI PALM. What it is it's something like a DJI pocket camera. It's all built into one, just a little camera. That's on a 3-axis gimbal and just a little, just barely have to hold it in your hand. Just a small little thing. Fantastic video from what I understand, well, from what I've seen even. And we're just still driving down Runyon Street, 9th and Runyon. And kind of jerking around a little bit, so I don't know how that happened. Trying to stay away from people. Got 3 dogs in the car, and my son John, and me. And hopefully they didn't close the park. Seem to want to close everything else. And these idiots in town have bought up all the bread. Luckily, we had plenty of toilet paper. My wife always stocks up on toilet paper, even pre-apocalypse. She was stocked up on that. But she's griping because she doesn't have enough bread, which I don't see how these idiots that bought all the bread, how they store it, unless they freeze it all, I guess. But my wife hates frozen bread, thawed out bread. So it's not like we can keep more than a loaf at a time. That's all we can keep. And then sometimes, well, why don't you just drive out in front of me, guy? Thank you, $50,000 vehicle there. Hopefully you're still going to be able to afford it post-apocalypse. Is that how you say that word, John? Well, let's see. Oh, these people are probably going for their toilet paper run, most likely. Gotta get that toilet paper. Gotta have it stocked up. Gotta have like 500,000 rolls of it, or else. Look at all these people. I've never seen so many people drive down this street before. They're usually at work. I'm retired. I don't worry about work anymore. I just worry that still have Social Security check. Alright, now we're at 20th and Runyon. This is a little bit bigger street. And yeah, there's a heck of a lot of people on the road, John, today than there normally is. We've had more rain than usual in Artesia, New Mexico, and that means this time of year it means mustard weeds. So we've had mustard weeds everywhere. I've recently mowed our yard, front and back, and but it's grown a couple inches a day, so it'll probably be less than a week I'll be having it. Man, look at all these people. Shit, there's people everywhere today. Excuse my language. Let's see, well, it's 12:11, but generally people are more active in this town at lunchtime, but they're usually over on Main Street going to get their Sonic or Burger King, or over on First Street getting the McDonald's, maybe Kentucky Fried Chicken on Main Street. But when I've heard, all of them are only could be drive-thrus right now, so who knows about that stuff. Wow, look at all these people. I hope we don't have anybody back there where we walk, John. Holy cow! Everybody and their brother is out today. Holy shit. Excuse my language again, but people are out everywhere. Holy moly. Looks like they had a little flood here. Of course, it don't take much in this spot. It's a low-lying spot. City's been making something in their well house for about 20 years here. Well, maybe I exaggerate a little bit. Listen to Trump too much. And yeah, they're doing something. They tore down their old building, their old well house. They're making something. There's the rich people's houses they're recently building in a floodplain. And we're about to go through a little flood. There's like here in the low spot in the JC Park. Yeah, rich people like to live dangerously, I guess. Or they have good insurance. Alright, this is JC Park. Nothing looks any different than it always does. Hardly anybody's usually here. People usually take their lunches over here this time of the day, so nothing looks different than it normally does. City's out busy mowing, it appears. The city's out busy mowing. We'll go by the track here. This is probably the one of the main recreational areas for Artesia, and people like to walk on this track. I should have wore my Pendleton, John. It's a little cool out here. And that's used to be a handball court. Now the city only just stores trash in there or something, junk. That's the track. Yeah, and over there is the tennis courts. Recently they've been redoing it. It looks like they repainted that one. They were green, now they're pinkish and blues. And track area. And I guess all the soccer moms have stayed home. Probably told that they can't have their soccer games, who knows. Then again, they don't usually have them during the middle of the day anyway. And let's see, there's somebody over there just sitting over there. Oh, taking a lunch. Over there is, let's see, that's the girls' softball field. Over here is the men's softball field. And back here in this corner is where people used to fly quadcopters and planes till the federal government decided that it was illegal, and they hardly do that anymore. So but here we go, past this men's or girls softball, and hopefully nobody's back here today. Our dogs are champing at the bit, waiting to get out. They love to run this area. Soft grass, and they roll around on it. They run like crazy. And good, I'm glad to see nobody's back here today. Don't want to get no virus. Alright, let's turn around. And let's look over here. It's over towards where we used to fly. Well, this is the grassy area we like to fly, but over farther the other way is, might walk over there, is where they have a giant parking lot where they used to fly the planes out of, the ones that had wheels on it. I used to fly a lot, so they made it illegal. So, alright, gotta take my radio. What else do we got there? Anything, John? Right. Make sure you shut the doors and lock them. Got my radio on. I got it on the right frequency. Yeah, I got it on Tom's repeater, or Tom's frequency, I guess it is. Oh, damn, this thing's windy out here, John. Get in here. Still recording. Got windy all of a sudden. You wouldn't hear me with all this wind. There it goes, but lucky she likes to take off 100 miles an hour. Pretty far away. The other one's right away, drop and roll. Take a crop or something. Just a little bit loose. Yesterday we had yesterday we had rain. It was nothing heavy, but it was annoying, sprinkling rain most of the day. Overnight it rained kind of medium, somewhat here and there. I think between 2 to 3 days that we've had sprinkles and rains, between that we've gotten maybe half an inch, not under a half an inch. It was 0.33, I think it was yesterday. Other days were like 0.6, stuff like that. Hope this is recording. There's my little dog, Annie. We've had her for longer than the rest. She's super hairy. There's our other little dog deciding to take his constitution. That's Penny. She's over there. There's Lucky. Running. She loves to run. Here she comes. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Lucky. How you doing? Hey, Pen. Penny's our little prima donna princess dog type. Lucky's and Annie. She likes it outdoors. They all do. Especially me. Also, the yard this big. Want to go to the food parks and go down some time? Want Philippines of Ruidoso? Let's walk over there. Oh, they got dogs. I mean, they got water. They got plenty of water over here. We'll circle back around. Is that snow up there, or is that's probably clouds up on top of the Capitan? Looks like it. I heard they got soccer pretty good that way. No? I bet you Ruidoso got soccer pretty good last night. John, can you tell? Oh, never mind. It's blinking. It's easier for me to tell. There's a little indicator on the screen too that shows when it's recording. But it also shows a little green light. I can see the green light better, so I know when it's recording. I hear a lot of mic noise. There's all that damn stinking, well, it doesn't stink, but well, maybe it does. All that damn mustard weed that we get every time we get rain, especially in the springtime and in the wintertime too. Mustard weed grows all during the winter. This area, part of New Mexico. For a while, so just let my dog star in this show here. Where's Annie? Oh, Annie. Annie's right next to me. Oh, they put a new windsock on, John. Check it out. Oh, there's hardly anything left to it. Maybe they're trying to get the club going again. Used to be a decently active club around 2015. I was a member of it at that time. Here in Artesia, the RC Flyers Club, something, I don't remember what they called it. And we were pretty active until members. Used to park out there in the middle of that area. Giant parking lots. Practices their asphalt techniques on. And we'd fly off of that. I never quite liked flying on there. Because if it came down too hard, you'd break a prop. Most of my planes were pretty light. I had landing gear. I found it easier and safer to land on that grassy field. It's hard to take off on it, but it wasn't too hard to land on it. What's this say? Surveillance. Doing some kind of surveillance or something. Or what? Now we used to have, I think it still is, it might be, an AMA sort of sanctioned field. Because we had enough members, or soon they do now. I know I'm not one. As soon as they took away the 333 exemption for amateurs and replaced it with everybody could go to jail if they fly and break any kind of rules, I decided not to fly anymore, and I haven't flown since. Yeah, there's the windsock. So now I'm a ham operator, and that's expensive hobby too. More expensive than getting all kinds of planes and gear and RC controllers and everything. And I thought that was pretty expensive. But once you get all the stuff for the ham gear, it's not bad. This is what we call the cool pines of Ruidoso, which is the cool pines of Artesia, I guess you'd call it now. Like the sound of the wind through the pine trees. Reminds me of being up there in the mountains. So whenever I say cool pines of Ruidoso, I mean these pine trees behind the baseball fields on the south side of the JC Park. Now if I say the Great Lakes of Artesia, those are those two retaining ponds that are just west of JC Park. People can't go back there, but when you're flying in there, you can see them. They're two little ponds that look kind of cool from the air, anyway. Generally, these things are, well, in afternoons they're pretty full usually. I don't know if they have been lately. These baseball fields. Weekends usually there's some games too. Swing around slowly, hopefully. And yeah. So hopefully the entire world will get past all this stuff going on. Excuse my ladies. And life will get back to normal. If my wife would have had some yeast and a Dutch oven, which I tried to get her to buy last time we were up in Roswell, Grand Plains, there's a place, used place called Blair's Trading Post, a great place. And they had Dutch ovens over there. She'd have bought that. And we had some yeast, which I doubt if that's being sold out. I hope not. She'd be making her own bread. Heck, wouldn't wait to be in the stores for it. Make your own anytime she wants. Are those all pine cones or something? I wonder if somebody was just tossing them or they blew over here. Is that a baseball right there? Yeah. No. That's not a baseball. That's one of those boards or something. This is on the flying field. Fly our planes, and just because I don't belong to the club doesn't mean I couldn't use it. Just go over here and garbage trucks. They're not worth fixing up anymore, so they park them over here, and sometime in the future they will most likely auction them off. There's even an ambulance over there, a trailer, smaller trailer. That's not one for the dump, but for the transfer station. That one is a small one. I don't know where they got that at. They probably aren't auctioned off. There used to be at least one from the dump over here from the transfer station. A 30, 40 foot trailer. I'm not sure exactly how long. It it's made mostly of aluminum, so they probably auctioned it off. Somebody bought it for the aluminum, most likely. She's lucky she's on the prowl for rabbits. She loves to chase rabbits. I'm not walking over in there, John. That's too muddy. Lucky, you get over here. We try to keep her on this side of the bottom line. Where'd Lucky go? Lucky, get over here. What New Mexico looks like, at least this part. There's another mountain over there. I don't think I've seen him over there. Unless there's a hospital over there. Probably don't hear a word I said over this room anyway. I got a 128 gig U3 card in there. That's what they recommend. At least a U3 speed. I'm only doing 1080p 30 frames per second because it takes forever to upload a 4K video. 4K looks excellent on this. All of them look. 1080p looks excellent also. It's really good. Very good camera. There are some things I liked about it over the DJI. One thing I did like is the FOV. It had a tighter field of view, and this one has, I don't know, 128 degrees. It's a little bit different. Might be a little bit too wide field of view, but it's not bad. It just gets more into the picture. I prefer more of a natural field of view, something like a DJI or a DJI. I guess I could just take my Mavic and walk around with that with this camera recording. Oh, sure. I guess we go up there. There's this cloud about it. I think Esther said that the wind's supposed to die down after a while. He said sometimes it'd be 60 miles an hour. And easily, that might be sustained at 70, 90 miles an hour. That's when you have management. Last time that happened, my neighbor's trampoline came over our metal fence. That the heck out of 2 panels of it. Flipped over and then wedged it between the back of our house. Part of it was on the metal was on the roof. Part of it was down below, wedged in the back. It was beating the crap out of my roof. And I had to take the tarp off. I had to hold it because it was fixing to fly over the roof. If that would have happened, it would have flown over in on the other side of the house. Probably would have smashed all my windows on both my vehicles. So it was important for me to get that up. The people finally realized that when my son went over there to try to get their attention, I don't know what happened to them. They didn't where they were or what. But finally, some people come over and help dismantle it. I didn't think it was anything. Trampoline in our house, over our house, beating the crap out of it. I should have sued them or something, but I didn't. They did ask about the fence. I said that's all right. I just kind of bent it back the best I could. Still looks that way, but it is Did somebody bring a bass cart all the way over here? What the heck would somebody be bringing a shopping cart all the way back in JC Park? Must have been some punk kids. We get a lot of kids that like to do donuts and everything in the parking lots. They do a lot of things. I guess they get bored. Their daddy bought them a brand new Chevy Corvette or whatever, or one of those Mustangs. They have to go out. They have to go out and do donuts in the parking lot. People are doing now. Kids are off of school. Who knows what they're doing? They're supposed to stay in, hunker down in place, like they're telling the old people to do, but they're not. So they're probably going out and infecting each other and come back and infecting their parents or grandparents. Oh well, that's fine. I hear there's something breaking in Florida. Goes. Probably good thing that all the vehicles won't work all on the same. Dude, it's chilly. This could be our last lap. We're lucky if we don't get pneumonia after this. These dogs love it. They live for this. Get them coming out here often enough. If they're lucky, they might get to come out here once a week. Sometimes we have 2 or 3 times a week, but not often. It's usually once, sometimes once every 2 weeks. Fire I'm a fellow. Well, the right wingers, they figure that the populace is coming, they're going to get their guns so they can shoot everybody. The liberals are staying at home, trying to stay away from all the crazy right wingers. And there's hardly nothing in between. Unfortunately, common sense has left this country now. People just don't have it. So, if you're in the middle, I guess you don't fit in anymore. Somebody's out there walking the track. It's not like you're gonna get a virus out here. You're not gonna get it close to everybody. If I was out in the track, I would just avoid other people walking by. That's all. No big deal. Artesia, New Mexico isn't the best place to live. The industry is oil out in the oil fields. I'm afraid that's good. Doing it here, oil prices are so low. First thing they do is start cutting jobs. So we don't know how that's going to shake out. They all rely, the entire state of New Mexico relies on this area for tax revenue. So a heck of a lot of tax revenue. All these oil pads, drilling oil. I don't know what they're doing exactly right now, but I know I have some friends that are in the industry, and I'm sure they're worried about their jobs. Social Security, and then I'll be for everybody. Nobody will have any money, which is pretty ridiculous. Bought this probably 2 weeks before all this stuff. I think you can probably even buy it now. You can't get stuff anymore, right? It's right out from the warehouses, and they're empty from everything comes from anyway, China pretty much. Then you can't get it. I have an NVIDIA Shield. When I bought it about a month ago or so, it cost $199. Now that NVIDIA Shield, you get it. Cost $500 or $600. So, got that one first time. But from what I hear, China's starting back up. All the dogs in there? Alright. Well, let's navigate home and see if it's still there, I guess. Oh, man. Well, how you guys doing? Huh? Oh, this thing's about to break my leg. Oh, shit. That wind was blowing against the door. Oh, I gotta take this on. Shoot the bed. Alright. It's hard to take off here. Go for a ride a little bit before we get home. Let me see here. That's generally our routine. Take the dogs for a walk. In general, you drive to the store and get a lottery ticket, scratch off from my wife. Rarely win anything. All we do is support the CEOs that live up on the hills somewhere. And their big old huge, and their big old huge mansions. I don't think hardly anybody ever wins. That thing's too loud. I guess the antenna's no better than the other one. It still wavers, John. Whoa, watch it. Be careful there, Pin Pin. Yours is doing the same thing. What's yours? Did you tighten that antenna on top of the car? Maybe it's loose again. Did you want to see?
Doing it on everything.
On everything?
I think there's something over here that's jamming it.
Oh, really? Wow. Who knows? So it's putting out a lot of interference?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it's all of them. Well, that's... Maybe I just turn that off. That thing's making too much noise. It's not like Tom is going to be around to hear us. He'd probably be watching TV or something. Well, there's our field. I've flown over that numerous times in my quadcopter and even in my planes. I got some wings. I got some ones with one of my favorites. Was that the Mini Apprentice? Although I've flown my Apprentice over here too. I gave away my Apprentice though. And the person I gave it to told me he crashed it, so I doubt if that ever ran again. It was a great plane. When I first got it, it was great. Oh man, I love putting that plane out when, Jesus Christ. Where's the things then? That asshole didn't care if he shoved us over. It's that thing work? Can you make this thing work here? Oh, maybe it'd help clean off our windshield. We can see better. Nasty water?
Sewer water.
Great. Oh, it's mostly that. I don't think it's sewer water. They're hardly, what do you call it? They're hardly using their sprinklers. It's probably just the regular rainwater, John.
It smells like it. It's all over me and Penny.
Well, I hope the lens isn't messed up on the camera. Does the lens look like it got messed up, John? Is it okay?
I guess so.
It's all right?
I guess so.
All right. Let's see. Am I still flashing? Yeah, still flashing green. So I'm going to go on one of my trips out of town here. Let me see. I'll wait for this truck. I'm not in a hurry. I think a whole bunch of people decided, since it's not raining today, to get out and drive around. I'm probably just driving around, not going anywhere special. I need to get some kind of mount. Either clips on there or clips on there. I think it'd be better to clip right here, maybe. Oh, this is a pretty neat camera too, that you can see the back, so you know what's going on. I don't even, remember that other camera we have? The screen turns off after a while. This one doesn't. I don't know, maybe I have to get some sort of setting for it where it turns off. Because I would think after a while this would drain the battery. Oh shoot. Lucky hasn't even looked out, has she? Maybe I'm too damn it. Maybe she could get it now. I haven't seen her look out the back yet, have you? If they were to mount it right there, it wouldn't be too bad. I wondered if I could tape. Some of these will still film up. Well, I don't know if I can film upside down. I don't know if there's something to flip the screen or not. But I could possibly rubber band it to this mirror if it was able to work upside down anyway. Hi there. Look at all these people. I wonder what they're doing. It's not like there's. I thought most of them were not going to work anymore right now. Huh. When it comes to this area, because there really hasn't been any cases, known cases, most likely after a while they're all just going to go and do whatever they normally do. This is about the time. Is it this week that spring break, or is it next week, John?
Spring.
Yeah. Well, one of the weeks was supposed to be spring break, so they were off anyway. And so I guess they're off 2 more weeks, and then they're going to make up their mind. They haven't made up their mind yet whether they're going to close school for the rest of the school season. We'll see. You know, I kind of think that they won't have to, but we don't know, because we're not done. When we get to the peak and then it's over the peak, and then most people are recovering that had it in this area, then I think everything would be fine. Things will go back to normal. But we just started it. We're not up at we're not at the top of the peak, and there hopefully it doesn't get like Italy. That's why they're doing all this stuff. I guess Italy didn't do it. 2 of those too late, and then too many people were infected. China, I heard, tried to cover it up, kind of like they tried to do it here for a while, and that's when they had their bad news. It spread everywhere. Well, once China realized what was going on, they did extraordinary things to bring things back. They had to. After all, they manufacture everything for the world now. Yeah, there's my friend's house. I don't know if you can see it. He's got a, oh, there's Tom. I don't know if Tom wants to talk to me, though. Maybe I shouldn't. This is my friend Tom. Let's see if he can see me. He's weed eating right now, and he doesn't even know I'm taping him. He's gonna look around. He's gonna look around and wonder, who in the hell is that? Excuse my language. Oh, he hasn't turned around yet. He hasn't noticed me yet. He's usually pretty observant, but when he can't hear with the weed eater, I'm gonna step up for here in a minute. There's the hex beam. He's got a nice setup with the hex beam. I'd love to have mine up that high and have a hex beam. I got a beam instead. An American flag. And there's Tom. You might not like this video. Whoa! You better stay over there. It's social distancing. We're walking our dogs and we're in the neighborhood. I'll try not to show you, because this is going on YouTube. Oh, my camera. It's a three-axis gimbal camera. Damn. And I was showing everybody your stuff.
Cool.
It keeps us so steady. It's incredible.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And it's just this small. 128 gig card in it. And you can do 4K, although I got 1080p right now. I don't want to wait for days to upload the damn thing. So, well, let's see you having fun with your Wii again.
Oh, I'm trying to whack. I got my guy wire caught my feet whacked a minute ago.
Oh, I got my. I told you I put a fence kind of thing across for my vertical to help with the ground plane.
Yeah.
I got caught on that on my brand new mower. Luckily, you don't see many of these around anymore. This Broncos, and luckily, I'm fucking in my audience. And luckily, the thing must have a special thing where it recognized it and shut it off right away. And I was thinking, damn, I ruined my brand new lawnmower. But it didn't know it. It started right up and it was just fine. So.
Yeah, better knock some of these weeds down.
Yeah.
Paint the rear.
U.S. flag. Probably has to change it every week when it's windy.
You never fail to put up a new flag and the wind blows and tears it up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I put up a homemade windsock today that I can
really?
see on my camera out there when I'm looking at my beam.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I took one of my sleeves for that common antenna and cut it down, and then put a plastic cup in the end of it where it catches the air and poked holes in it, and it's got a pretty reinforced. It's a metal hole there. I know how it's good. It's not going to last very long, but a metal hole in the plastic, and it's that good strong plastic. You know how those things are wrapped from the wherever company. So, and yeah, and it's out there showing me it's more accurate. Well, the trouble is, you know how the weather station is. They show this way, that way, this way. Okay, which way is? Now look at that. Now, well, it's southwest, like it always is. So, I talked to Jim a little bit. He was testing out, from Roswell. He was testing out, I guess, the East Emergency, whatever it was up there. Yeah, there's a bird up there flying.
Usually they're all over the antenna, but I guess the wind's blowing today and it keeps them off of it.
The buzzards land on it? Do the buzzards land on it?
No, buzzards.
Good thing, because buzzards are too damn heavy.
It does, and everything else does.
Oh yeah, I've seen several of the regular birds on mine. It's the buzzards I wouldn't want on it.
I need to turn my antenna so that it'll blow them spreaders back the other way. You see how they're curved to the east?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, cause that 75 mile.
Huh. Well, it looks pretty healthy to me.
I thought while it was blowing, I'd just get out here and wax the weeds, all that crap, and I may just throw the mower together
And do some of
put
that.
it on the ground and cut that crap out of this stuff.
Well, I've been trying to cut off these flowers because I figure that,
Oh, they're everywhere.
yeah.
There's little purple flowers, pink flowers.
Well, you told me those were the purple flowers with
The
the,
purple's a stinking goat.
yeah. I didn't go in my back. I just knew I wouldn't have time the last time. I didn't use the bag at all, period. But I should go back over it and suck up some of those goat heads. So, well, I think I'll let you go. Got to keep on social distancing, you know how it is. And
Are you by yourself?
no, we stuck up on you. We were videotaping you while you were doing your thing here.
No.
And then you walked back here and I couldn't see you no more. So I said, let me get out of here. Yeah, we're over here with our dogs. John's with his. Yeah, really? I told him he wouldn't notice. He can't hear us. Hi, Penny. Penny. Yeah, you don't see many of these Ford Broncos anymore.
No, 78.
Yeah.
40, let's see, 41, 42 years old this year.
He keeps it up too. Well, just having to work on it lately, but
I had to work on it over here a while back. It was set in October though.
yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And those Holly 4-barrels got a little needle in there.
That gets all plugged.
The accelerator pump is big.
Yeah.
You can't pump gas through it.
Yeah.
So the accelerator don't work. You can't make it work. So pain in the rear. Oh, you make it more.
Well, yours is at what? You said 40 feet or 30 feet?
45 feet.
45. So mine, I don't think mine's.
Actually 38 foot.
I would say mine's not much past the guy wires down here.
Yeah.
So mine's not that tall.
Well, see, we moved this guy wire up higher than what the other guy wires are. We
Yeah.
always guide down there about the way. Yeah, it went through with lots of wind.
I got about 15 feet, and mine's up there towards the base, you know, where the rotator. So, and I thought about going halfway up and putting another set of guy wires, but I don't know. I don't think it needs it. It's not up that high. Not like yours.
Well, see, I welded the plates in there with it.
Uh-huh.
So where that pipe actually goes up through there, there's a clamp on one plate and the other plate. Rotor, long piece of pipe there. It's all fastened to that.
You went up there with the weld? Or no, you did it down here. Yeah. Yeah.
And the long pipe that's in the tower used to be above the tower. So that short piece of pipe was in the tower. The long one's way up there, but I thought, you know, that hex beam don't have a lot of wind drag, but when we get out here, we don't take any chance of bending that pipe.
Yeah. Well, that's why mine, I got probably about 3 or 4 feet above it, of just pipe. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then it's closer to the rotor and where the guy wires. I didn't want, you know, I've read where it's safer that way with the wind.
See that pipe at the top of the bottom of the antenna? That's the mast pipe.
Yeah.
That other piece, that's the center mast of the antenna.
That's a long mast pipe you got way down here, right?
Oh, it's a long sucker.
Yeah.
It's probably 20 foot close to it.
Most people do that though, right?
Yeah. Well, I normally have that in above, but I didn't put that
Put
on there. I had my drill.
You should have taken that pipe, loaded it on the trailer that day from Ken's.
See, the bad thing is, when you're in the air, trying to fish that pipe out the top of that tower, it's like Muscle City to hold it.
Oh, it is that way for.
But it's nowhere near that heavy as that one.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I mean, I had a heck of a time just with that short mast pipe and the beam up there and the rotator.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, and then I was afraid I'd lose it and it'll go crashing down. Because I've heard some people that's happened, and what it does is it breaks the in between, you know, where they have the elements and they're not touching, and they have fiberglass or whatever. It's break that, and that sucker's expensive to get.
See that antenna over there?
Uh huh.
It's the tip of it is higher.
Oh yeah, yours is higher than mine, I think.
And that
pretty sure.
Not all the way up.
Have you been by my house since I had mine on top of my roof? It's
I've been down First Street, but I never thought to go by.
It's up there pretty good. You ought to go by there sometime and look. I think I buried all my cables, so at least the part that was not by the fence, and the rest goes right on the fence in this side, away from the weeds.
I don't bury anything out here because of gophers.
Well, I'm concerned about that. We do have a problem, but I think in that area they won't be able to. At least
one time
I've never seen any.
My power cable where it goes down and that pole goes underneath.
Ah, dang.
Take through there, and it sounded like somebody blew up the place when it burnt. It blew the gopher up too.
Did it?
It electrocuted him. It blew one of the wires into, and I had no idea.
Great.
That was a pain in the rear. I don't put anything in the ground out here.
Did it burn? Did he eat through one of your commons or something too?
Got into the hot wire.
Hot wire. Oh, that was
shorted out the ground.
Oh my God.
It blew him up.
That's one way to get rid of them, but that's not a.
There wasn't much left of it.
Maybe you ought to put a bunch of live wires underneath the ground and say, put a sign up saying, "Come on, goers."
I got traps now I catch them with. Some of them are pretty smart. They try to fill them full of dirt and trip them.
This thing has a what do you call it? It's going up. It's a little hard for me to see the screen though.
Oh, it's hard to see the
screen
out here.
Yeah, let me bring it back down. How you been? He's been very good. He's been taking care of Esther, making making sure she don't get no disease and stuff. So. Well, I tell you one thing is, that's why I'm so worried. Is she hopefully won't get that disease because she went through hell from well, she's been over hell for a long time, but
the thing is, that's heart problems.
From before before Christmas all the way up to just recently. And thank God this crap hit, because we were in every other day at the hospital. Now you tell me it's hard to even get in the hospital.
Well, that's what Danny was telling me. They're locked down. The only way you can get in there is with an appointment.
Danny,
and you have to call him first.
Does he work at? He works at the hospital.
No, he's a mechanic.
Oh, mechanic.
His mom's been out there. She's got Alzheimer's, I guess. Tearing her up pretty good.
Oh, as far as visitations, they won't let people in.
They stopped everything. So.
Oh wow.
Sheltered in homes, so.
Yeah. Especially all of us old fogies, huh?
No bowling, no nothing. It's like, gee whiz, dude.
Some place it's 70 and over. Didn't some of them say 60 and over?
Yeah.
They didn't say it in New Mexico yet, did they?
I'm in my mid 70s anyway. So.
I'm in my mid 60s almost this year.
I'll be 74 this year.
Well, I'm hoping I could.
I live that long.
Hopefully I could at least enjoy some of my. Oh really? Yeah. Well, I had to cut all that in the alley. You know how they are. If there's services, then they complain, and then the city comes over and writes a letter to you. You know. So.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. So it wasn't bad. Except when you get around that, it's a pain in the butt. You have to use a weed eater or do like I did, pull them out by hand.
Well, if it wasn't for that rack, that meter would have been knocked over I don't know how many times.
Yeah.
But that rack's been hit I don't know how many times.
I don't know how they don't hit it over in my name, in my thing. But they have it, knock on wood, tomorrow it'll probably be.
That rack only goes about 2 feet in the ground, so.
Well, it's enough of a deterrent.
Down anyway.
It's in the solid. My mast pipe that I had, I took it from one of my. Used to have the chain link fence in the back before I had the metal, so it's right behind it. All those posts still in the ground. All I did was with my grinder, took it off and had the extension cord out there, and then took that and put it up there. And but there's a like this high off the ground. I tried to use the grinder to make the jagged edges not as sharp, but if some idiot decides he wants to get right by my fence, by my gate, he will pop a tire. And that'd be his fault, in my opinion. Yeah. Hope it won't be me. Someday I want to work on my yard because it's right by my gate, it's near my gate. Yeah, I better let you go. Have fun.
Yeah, I still got the back. Still got the backside and out around that flat pole.
Yeah.
I got a little while to go yet.
Yeah, well, he's one of these lucky guys that has all this land. He doesn't even use it for his antennas back there.
Big 160 loop out there with those 80-foot power poles. You ain't putting any damn poles in the backyard.
She wouldn't have noticed them back there, I bet. If you would have had them. Well, where would you plan on putting them? Right in the middle or in the corners?
There would have been one over there about halfway back.
Yeah.
There would have been one over there on that side by the fence, halfway back.
Well, that wouldn't.
There would have been one way out there by the back fence.
Well, they wouldn't hardly been noticeable.
And then it would have been off the tower to feed it.
Oh, you would have had a dream
So
system.
I'd have had wire that went out.
You could have had a huge loop.
I'd have had a big 160 quad loop.
Exactly. You would have been in heaven as far as a 160. You would have been the best around.
But I thought, that's okay.
Yeah.
But all I had to do was do the one call, and Deans would have come out here, drilled the holes, set the holes, and all that crap.
Yeah, and probably cost you nothing, right? Back then, things were done different.
Out there, and then off 82, I remember we did all that.
Yeah.
80 feet or something, 80 feet.
Oh man. Well, how many feet do they put in the ground though?
Well, they were 80 foot above ground.
They're 80 foot above the ground after?
They're probably 85 to 90 feet.
Wow.
So they put them in about 8 feet.
Wow.
Then I'd have had to get some spurs and climb the stairs.
Yeah, you'd had to get there. Now that might have been a hard thing.
I get tired of doing that. I used to do that shit when I was a young kid.
Well, what they have to do, drill holes in and then put the spurs in. And
You put your pole gaffs on.
oh, that's what you're talking about on your. Oh, those are for the climbing.
You stick them in.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe you meant how some of them have the things.
I'd have all the kids in the neighborhood over here climbing poles. I'd have to go out there and knock them off there all the time.
Yeah, really. So, all right. Well,
it's all right.
We better get back to Mama. See how she's doing.
She'll be all right.
We thought about going to.
She got dialysis already?
Oh, well, today, but tomorrow, yeah. We were going to go to Allsup's on the way back, but nah.
Get you some gut grenade.
Well, you know what?
I like the chimichangas. The old lady likes her beef and bean burrito.
The last time he was there, which was a few days ago, Monday, the guy said he had 4 trucks backed up, and he was all by himself. And you know what they do? They get on Facebook and they say, "Oh, the bread's in such and such place," and 2 minutes later, it's gone. So how do anybody have a chance unless they're hooked up with Facebook or something?
It toilet paper in and it was gone and saying shoot within hours.
Oh, I know. So, well, I'm just glad Esther has always. She's not a hoarder, but she's always had plenty of that.
Stock up ahead.
We think we're maybe about 3 months where we wouldn't have to worry.
Yeah, we got snowed in.
Yeah.
And she was doing it ever since.
But it kind of grinds my butt how all these people that probably living in their McMansions are sitting around with these big, I don't know, maybe they're up to their with toilet paper and stuff. And what are they going to do with it? They're just ignorant. They just bought it.
Well, it's like these people go out and buy gallons of milk.
Well, that's going to go bad.
If you don't freeze it, you ain't going to do any good.
Yeah.
Because it'll spoil.
Well, I'm going to get going, Tom. You have a good one.
Bye.
Be careful. Don't get in trouble. Take any wooden nickels or anything like that. We'll try. He's listening. Oh, this morning there was a...
Last night.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
I got up and heard everything, and I never took it back.
Well, this morning there was something going on up there in Capitan area. There, I just happened to have it on a scan, and they were trying to get the forester up there, but the regular guys, sheriffs went up there, and somebody died. I don't know. They wanted the OMI. It was kind of hard to get to. They were up there where they had to hike about a half mile to get to it. Yeah. So I don't know. They had some pretty nasty weather up there, I guess.
That's no good.
And so I never did hear.
The wind's supposed to be 60 miles an hour up there, so.
Well, I'm pointing up in the damn sky. I guess I could get some UFOs or something here. There we go. Now I'm pointing in your street. I get to actually see it this direction. So, all right. We'll see you later, Tom. Okay, great. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Probably on the radio or something. Yeah. Yeah, well, that shouldn't be much. All right, take it easy. All right. John, can you hold this for a second while I put my seatbelt on? No, don't hold it like that. Jesus. Hold it on the bottom here. It does it, and just hold it straight. No, don't let the damn dog sniff on it. What's the matter? All right? Are you afraid of getting a virus or something? Huh? Looks like a dead dog or cat up here.
It's not dead.
You sure? How do you know? Oh, it is. It's alive. Well, watch out. See, this is Heath. think? We could go back that one way, right? What is that one way? On Castleberry, because they don't. That one area is not as flooded as it used to be. So I think we'll try to cross the street and do that. Let's see. This is Fairgrounds Road. This one tends to be a bad area. A lot of bad wrecks right here. And sometimes I'll just take a right instead of trying to go across. There's the Sheriff's Department on their new paint scheme. Anybody? I can't see it. Oh, I could have had a chance, John. That was in my way. Alright, you're gonna have to tell me on that way because I'm about to go on this way. Anybody there? Well, if this goes up, it'll be a while. Been a while since I've made a video. I've actually walked my dog this far, and this is what, about 3 miles out of town. Walked along the rail tracks. There's a dirt road kind of along it. Was that with him trimming the mustard weed? Was that getting to your sinuses, John? Hello? God damn it. I almost went over that board. I did go over it. At least it was not as wide as the house. Alright. Let's go on Johnson Road. This is the highlight of our journey. Johnson Road. Alright, why is my camera? Didn't level off too well. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not holding right. Johnson Road. This area is getting full of these. Shit, it's really bad. This area is getting full of these pecan orchards. Very common to have these pecan orchards all around now. Couple big doggies. They don't live on the nicest road. They're not very well maintained anyway. Alright, let's see here. Country cruising. There's somebody bicycle cruising in the country. Guess another one of these guys don't have anything else to do. They're not working. They've told a lot of people just to stay home from work. Someday I'm gonna get me a mount, so I don't have to hold this thing. Well, we need to document what life was like. You know, somebody may find this video, say, oh man, that was a skunk. Somebody may someday find this video and say, dang, is that what life was like back then? Some alien will land on our planet and say, dang, that's what humans did. It's what humans did before the coronavirus, or during the coronavirus, I should say. One of the first deadly diseases that took out human race. Alright, this thing is all lopsided again, darn it. What the heck is going on? There it goes. And that's what it looks like outside of Artesia, New Mexico. Driving down the road, watching this. Like might be a Jim's water source or something. Kind of didn't want to get too close to Tom. Not that I'm afraid of getting anything from him. It's just that if he should get something in the future, I don't want him to think that it might have been from us or from me. I think it'd be more likely, because he sees a lot more people than we do, more likely we'd get something from him. But in this area, I don't know if anybody has it. Let me see, we're going to go down Castleberry Road and we're going off a Haldeman Road, Haldeman Cutoff they call it. This is just kind of a loop or whatever you call it. Nothing down here but the farmers, pecan trees. River's farther down, they got it all blocked off, can't go back there anymore. Used to be just no hunting back here, but now it's no trespassing. Kind of neat little area. A couple little farms. Over across the river there is the kind of foothills or whatever you call it, and there's oil wells all around it and stuff. So they got it closed off now. Somebody probably went down there and dumped something illegally, so they closed it off. It looks like a buzzard up there. It's trying to catch a thermal. Having a hard time at it. It's trying though. He's attempting it. Watch my driver. We used to go all the way over there past those hills. Look for arrowheads a long time ago. This gate used to always be open, now it's closed all the time. Posted no trespassing. They used to have a real neat area over here with that old barn and stuff, and these old trees, they're all dead, but they're huge trees. They tore it all down, they plowed it up. You'd never know where it was. This is going to be a long video, John. There's been some pretty good water this way. It used to get very difficult to get across here, but they redid it. They redid the. Looks like everybody's taking a drive today. All these people in the city are getting bored sitting around. One of the rich people's houses, one of the 1%ers. There's another one back in this area, or back there. Another 1%er. Real nice McMansion back there. Artesia doesn't have as many McMansions as Lubbock does, but they got them. Nice little farm over there. Artesia's main cemetery, Woodbine. It's a nice little cemetery. They even got it open? Yeah, it's open. Woodbine Cemetery. It's open. Yeah. All that over there is new stuff. Relatively new stuff. This is the older part. I'll take a little ride through. They put a big old building over there. Maintain things. There used to be a house right here. For many, many years, the house stood right there where there's just gravel now. And I guess their business as usual. It looks like. Pretty much. They gotta keep working. Everybody's gotta draw a paycheck. Let me see. We'll go down one of these. Yeah, that one's pretty muddy. I think I'll keep on going. La Soya. I know some La Soyas. Let's see. This is the older part. Some of these were reinterred back in here from what I heard from what was it? Lakewood. What was that one town out south of town? Oh, Three Rivers. The old Three Rivers Cemetery. And that was the older part back in here. And then this is, oh, and Lucky's really watching this area. She thinks it's interesting back here. Oh shoot, we can't go that way, can we? Oh, we need to go back and around. Guess we'll go back this old area and then go back around. Some of these, especially in that area there, only have wooden crosses even. We got an old retaining pond over here. I think it's for Navajo. Let's see, will that one keep going? I'm not sure. Some of these are busted. That one's busted up. Yeah. That's a lot of old graves in this section. Let's see here. There's one that we could go right up through there, but I gotta go back to get it. I went too far. Let's see, is that still, yeah, it's still blinking. Somebody died recently. Somebody's always dying recently. Hopefully not of the virus. Let me see. Will that get us back there? I think here. It's don't know. Oh, they're digging a grave over there. I think. Looks like it. See, this road might bring us back to where I want to go. Some neat old graves over here too. Let's see, I think it's right over here. There's a cement sarcophagus. It's right, it's above the ground. I don't remember if it's this one or the next one. It's really neat. Oh, there it is. The sarcophagus that's up other than, I guess I'd go sarcophagus. Let's see, cement grate that's above the ground. The only one that I've seen. That's neat. James Bowman. Died 1915, so there's some quite old ones. They had that style during the First World War. I don't know. It was a neat style of gravestone. So where's that one that's up above the ground? Is it there? Oh, there it is. Wait, that's not the one. There's another one too like that, so maybe there's more than one. Whoever Welks was, they put a lot of money in that tombstone. It's huge. Yeah, there's one of those that's above the ground, but that's not the one I was thinking of. It's a different one. Great, I hope we don't get stuck. Okay, I'm going to go back to they got a roundabout here. It's kind of neat. They used to have these other kind of low pine trees, and they got rid of all of them. I don't know why. I have an old video where they had all those old pine trees. They used to even have them at JC Park and other parks, and they went and got rid of them all. I don't know if they were diseased or what. I don't know why they got rid of them. But there's a nice center part. It looks like they might have put those benches recently. I don't remember it looking like that, John. It's pretty nice. I'll go this way. There's a refinery over there. Hope I can get through this way. Robinson, 1890, 1927. There's a refinery over there. Let's see. A bunch of graves over here. Graves everywhere. This is the cemetery. McDaniel. Lonnie McDaniels. There's some bricks. We'll get stuck in the mud. It's not like we got a great vehicle here to get out of the mud with. Shockley. Let me see here. Go down here and then we could maneuver out of here. I don't remember. They did have these curves, right? I don't remember these curves for some reason. Hands falling asleep. There's Bishop. I guess I just keep it right here. Videotape. Go back to here. Artesia's finest, they're digging a hole. I don't think they have to dig a hole for me. I've just decided for them to cremate me. I don't know, I think they dig it up somewhere. I don't know, unless people still own lots back in there. Never mind. There's Artesia's finest, digging a hole. So, somebody Somebody's plot they bought in the 50s, they're using it now. Russell, Sears. Somebody named Sears. Wow. Briscoe and Runyon, those are common names. Very common names in this Artesia area. Let's tour somewhat of Artesia's. Put up a veteran thing too over here. It's pretty neat. They've done a bunch of work over here. Alright. There's a bunch of people I know I worked with and news friends that are out here now. We gotta stop. I don't know why they stopped. At least not have a stop sign. Alright, let's see. Come back to the great city of Artesia, New Mexico. Across the railroad tracks. Are we going? Nope. There's the brewer station. It used to be called the Little Giant. Years ago. The Little Giant was behind this other building over here. And then it was a little, it wasn't a giant, but it's little. And this place is crowded. Let me see here. Yeah. I thought they said hardly anybody was out. Everybody's out, looks like, Joe. Yeah, they tore down a bunch of stuff and they're doing something here. Okay. I'm gonna have to stop this here in a minute. Let's see, is that still blinking? Yep, still blinking. Blinking, nod, and nod. I think I'll go this way. And go around this corner. If I had a mountain on here, I'd go all over town. Take the dogs for a ride. And go all over town. I need a mountain. Hey, there's a cool area over there. You know how high his fence is. His fence must be 8 or almost 10 feet high. On the side there. I'd say about 8 feet. Kids are out everywhere. Alright, I need to stop it.